The prices.
What?
It's like a price.
Okay, yeah, no worries, bro. Do your thing. I'll keep them on.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to FX Pro Now. I'm out right now. So go ahead and put in your name and where you're calling in from. We're gonna make this quick. Again, go ahead and put in your name where you're calling in from. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. We're gonna just start out with AUDUSD. So we have Miami, we have Jersey, we have Tennessee on. What else do we have? All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. See our screen. So yeah, we're going to start out with AUDUSD, and we'll proceed from there. All right, so as you can see with AUDUSD, let me make sure you hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Yep. So as you can be able to see with AUDUSD, this is doing exactly like what we were saying from before. I push it down here. So we're looking at the H4 time frame. We do have a lower low that formed, which is what we mentioned. We mentioned that it would go to about this 0.7 area. It pushed up a little higher than that 0.7 area. But being the fact that on the higher time frame, I do see that there is a level of support here. I'm interested to see if this is going to hold on that level of support and then continue. Right now on the H4 time frame, from point A to point B, right now we're about to get to this 38.2 area, and at that 38.2 area, I'll look to see what's going on at that point. So I'm not really going to say too much about AUDUSD, but I am looking for this to continue to push up a little higher. I currently am in a buy on this one. I don't know how much I'm up, but I'm up because I entered literally right at the low. So hopefully you guys caught this one as well. Let's go ahead and go to EURUSD. And on EURUSD, hopefully you guys entered at the bottom, because I'm even though it did push further than the last low, I'm still looking for this to hold its level of support. This is technically tested to me. This has to break lower than this point right here for me to feel that this is actually broken the support to continue to the downside. So this is still technically tested. In my opinion, this didn't even close under this low at this point right here. So let's look at the H4 time frame. This is still in the level of consolidation. There's not much I can be able to say of this. The only thing is I do see that this thing is pretty strong as far as the lower low, the lower highs that are forming at this point. So I'm going to see what's going to happen around this 113 area as far as this monthly, and see if this will continue to the downside and break that last low. So as we can see from point A to point B, 50% is right at that monthly. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen at this point right here. The continuation to the downside but I am looking for this to continue to hold this level of support and then push up, but we'll see. Let's look at UJ. So we see, yeah, this is a continuation to this upside move. This level, this is a nice level of support. I'll pull out, even though I don't really use trend lines too often, but this is a definitely a nice level of support. This trend line to the upside. So I would definitely continue buys to USDJPY and just go to the last high to about 113.5, and I'd feel comfortable doing this to continue to the upside. Let me see from point A, point B. Yeah, this is not even the point A to point B. Either way, I'd feel comfortable continuing the upside move that we've been doing since at this point right here. So you should be able to good amount. Let's look at UJ. I mean GBPJPY. So hopefully everybody caught this. A good amount of people in our actual course caught this move to the downside and to the upside. So on this move, we literally caught 300 pips from when we actually entered to the bottom portion. This is actually when we entered at this point right here. So I collected 250 pips based upon the next move that I actually entered in on, and then about 70 pips at this point right here. So what's crazy is I did not catch the continuation of this upside move, which is unfortunate. But everybody in our course actually caught this, which is perfect. I wasn't even on the charts today. So what I'm looking for is exactly what we called from last week, which was for this to push for its actual retrace. I call this to 38.2, which is okay. I closed out a good portion of my actual move at that 38.2, but then I saw it was going to continue, and I just left it. But as we can see, from point A to point B to point C, it literally touched right at 61.8 and then shot up. So I'm looking for this to continue, just like how we mentioned from before, to about this 150 area. Now that is kind of strange, to tell you the truth, mostly because there is a strong level of resistance at this point right here. So I'm going to have to see how this is going to form at this 149 area. So right at this 149 area is when I would definitely look at this point and possibly see, will it continue? Being the fact that this level of resistance is so strong. But we do see that this 150 area is at a weekly key level, and this would be a pretty interesting area at this point right here. So that's our session for today. This is probably the shortest session I've ever had, but we're doing stuff. So what I do want to let you guys know, if at any point in time you guys want to check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro now, just want to go into fxpronow.com. Make sure that you're in our Facebook group chat as this loads. So make sure that you're in our Facebook group chat so you can be able to always stay connected. Make sure that you're also on our email list so that you can be able to always get our access to our emails. And then also in our group chat, we actually have a group chat on Telegram. Make sure that you're in there as well. We're going to be coming out with a whole bunch of basic videos when it comes to the beginner videos. If you're just entering into Forex, things like what's a pip and stuff like that are going to be coming out as well. And also, every Monday through Wednesday, we're on at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you'll be able to see stuff just like how we went over with GBPJPY and all the other pairs. And then if you want to be able to see some results of students that have gone ahead and actually taken our course, you can be able to hear some stories. And if you're ready to go ahead and actually get started with their actual course, be able to actually click right here to get started with the actual program itself. But if you want to be able to know exactly what is a part of our our entire what I call the future vision for the UR dedicated students, Step number one is to go ahead and actually get into the course, but it doesn't stop there. We're looking to be able to go ahead and travel together, go ahead and actually give together, and then also go ahead and actually invest together when it comes to investing into assets for long-term gains. So if you're ready to get started with that program, go ahead and click on here. But if you're wondering what's actually a part of the actual course itself, we actually have an actual curriculum. So if you wanted to know as far as like what type of trader should I be, we have a video talking about that. How the time frames correlate with each other. What do you do on each time frame? Where do I start marking my charts? What do I do next? How do I know if the market will continue to go up or down? And then from there, how do I know how far price will retrace and how fast will it go? And after it actually retraces, when exactly do I enter? And as you can see, there's over 50 videos that you can be able to get access to. So this is the actual course that you're going to be able to receive. So if you want to be able to get started, you can actually join for free for 3 days. After those 3 days, you can be able to pick whether you want to do an online course or the in-person course. So the online course is only $497. The actual course itself, it's a lifetime membership for the actual course, private support group that you're going to get access to. Every single week, what we do is we go on live on Thursdays. You'll be able to actually ask me whatever question that you'd like. And after the online course, if you were looking to be able to get more access to this content, we actually have an in-person version as well. The next one is going to be March 28th in Florida. It's 25 actual hours live with me. And you can be able to learn everything that you need to know, mostly going based upon what's inside of the online course. All right, guys, if you have any questions, you can be able to contact me right here, and we'll go on from there. All right, sorry I'm making this kind of quick, but if you have any questions, you can be able to always contact me later. Yeah, straight to the point. Did I catch US 30? Yup, I caught it pushing down, and mind you, I was thinking that it would retrace just a little bit and then stop. Just kept on going. So I'm just gonna I literally got in all the way at the top. Hopefully that's the end of the actual retrace, and we'll go on from there. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Let's become an FX Pro now. Let's get it. Peace.